Hi guys! Welcome back to B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we will explore the heart-pounding drama set to unfold on The Bold and the Beautiful for July 9th, as danger erupts at the beach house and lives hang in the balance. Get ready for a whirlwind of suspense as Liam Spencer races against time. A gunshot shatters the calm, and Luna Nozawa's unhinged behavior threatens to destroy everything in its path. Meanwhile, intense confrontations and deep regrets surface at the hospital, where the fight for survival becomes a desperate race. Join us as we dive into this gripping narrative with creative twists, added depth, and vivid details that paint a fuller picture of the chaos, heartbreak, and uncertainty gripping our favorite characters. A deadly standoff at the beach house. Shots fired. The serene coastal retreat of the beach house transforms into a chilling arena of terror on July 9th. As a single gunshot pierces the salty air, signaling the start of a nightmare. Inside, Luna Nozawa, whose mental state has deteriorated into a dangerous frenzy, holds the fate of those around her in her trembling hands. Steffy Forrester, caught in the crosshairs of Luna's spiraling rage, watches in frozen horror as the situation escalates beyond comprehension. The once inviting space, with its panoramic ocean views and sunlit windows, now feels like a claustrophobic trap, the crashing waves outside a cruel contrast to the storm brewing within. Unbeknownst to anyone, Luna has already fired a shot at Sheila Carter, Finn's biological mother, leaving her fate uncertain and raising the stakes to a deadly height. As the tension mounts, Liam Spencer lurks just outside, unaware of the full extent of the peril within. Fresh off a phone call with Hope Logan, where her concerned voice hinted at unease, Liam's world shifts when a deafening bang echoes from the house. His heart races as he abandons caution, charging through the front door with a singular Misianto saves Steffy from whatever danger lies inside. But the question looms like a dark cloud. Will Liam emerge as the hero of the hour, or will he become another tragic casualty of Luna's rampage? The beach house, once a sanctuary of memories, now stands as a battleground where every second counts, and every decision could mean the difference between life and death. Finn and Lee's heated debate, Luna's true nature. Meanwhile, at the hospital, John Finnegan engages in a deeply emotional exchange with his mother, Lee Finnegan, over the troubling trajectory of Luna, his biological daughter. In the sterile, quiet corridor, Finn's voice carries a mix of doubt and desperation as he questions Lee, "You really believe it? That Luna wasn't born bad?" His words reflect a father's aching hope to understand how things went so terribly wrong, juxtaposed against Lee's stern belief that nurture, not nature, shaped Luna's destructive path. Finn's protective instincts flare as he admits he cannot allow Luna near his family, unaware that at that very moment, she is unleashing havoc at the beach house, having already shot Sheila and now threatening Steffy with a loaded weapon. This conversation unfolds against a backdrop of flickering hospital lights and the distant hum of medical equipment, amplifying the weight of their words. Lee, ever the pragmatic surgeon, wrestles with her own guilt, wondering if earlier intervention could have steered Luna away from this dark road. Finn, torn between his medical oath to heal and his duty to shield his loved ones, grapples with a reality he never imagined at his own child as a source of danger. Their discussion, rich with unspoken fears and regrets, sets the stage for the devastating news they are yet to receive. As they stand debating Luna's inherent goodness, the true extent of her actions remains a ticking time bomb, ready to shatter their world when the casualties arrive at the hospital doors. Hospital under siege, a desperate fight for life. The aftermath of the beach house horror floods into the hospital, turning it into a frenetic hub of life and death struggles. Multiple gunshot victims are rushed through the emergency bay, their arrival a grim symphony of sirens and shouted orders. The medical team, including Lee, Grace Buckingham, and Bridget Forrester, springs into action with practiced precision, their faces masks of determination despite the personal stakes. Operating rooms become battlegrounds, where every incision and suture is a race against the clock. The air is thick with antiseptic and anxiety, as nurses dart between beds, delivering updates that oscillate between hope and despair. Each victim's condition is a mystery, fueling speculation among staff and family alike about who will survive Luna's wrath. Beyond the surgical suites, the waiting area transforms into a crucible of raw emotion. Family members pace restlessly, their whispered prayers mingling with stifled sobs as they await news. The hospital, a place meant for healing, now bears witness to the fragility of life as the team fights to save those wounded in the violent clash. Grace, a steady hand under pressure, coordinates resources with an iron will, while Bridget's compassionate gaze offers fleeting comfort to colleagues overwhelmed by the scale of the crisis. As machines beep and monitors flash, one haunting question overshadows every effort. Which of these familiar faces Sheila, Steffi, or perhaps even Liam will not make it through the night? Bill's burden, a regret that cuts deep. Amid the hospital chaos, Bill Spencer arrives, his usually commanding presence diminished by the weight of remorse. Confronted by Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester, Steffi's distraught parents, Bill stands in the fluorescent-lit hallway, his face a map of anguish. "I have no excuses," he confesses, his voice breaking under the burden of his past decisions. "I will regret it for the rest of my life." His words hang heavy, an admission of guilt for championing Luna's release from custody, a choice that now seems to have paved the way for this bloodshed. Taylor's tearful glare and Ridge's clenched jaw speak volumes, their anger a palpable force as they grapple with the near loss of their daughter at the hands of someone Bill trusted. Bill's regret is not just public but profoundly personal, etched into every line of his weary expression. As he lingers near the waiting room, his thoughts drift to Liam, whose fate remains uncertain after rushing into danger. The tycoon, often untouchable in his boardroom battles, finds himself powerless here. Reduced to a father haunted by the possibility that his influence over Luna's freedom may have endangered his own son. The hospital's cold walls close in as Bill wrestles with a guilt that no amount of wealth or power can erase, his usually sharp mind replaying every decision that led to this catastrophic moment. Will this remorse spur him to make amends, or will it be a lifelong shadow cast over his legacy? Luna's rampage, a trail of destruction. Luna Nozawa stands as the dark heart of this unfolding tragedy, her actions at the beach house a chilling descent into chaos. Having already shot Sheila, her biological grandmother, in a moment of unhinged fury, Luna now holds Steffi at gunpoint, her intentions shrouded in a volatile mix of desperation and rage. The young woman, once seen as troubled but redeemable, has crossed an irreversible threshold, her grip on reality slipping with every passing second. The question burns like wildfire. Will she pull the trigger again, adding Steffi to her list of victims, or will a flicker of conscience and outside force halt her deadly spree? Outside, Liam's impulsive entry into the fray adds another layer of peril. As he bursts through the door, driven by a fierce need to protect Steffi, he steps into a scene of pure mayhem. Luna's wild eyes meet his, the gun in her hand an ominous threat as the standoff reaches a fever pitch. The beach house's once welcoming interior replete with family photos and seaside momentous bums a twisted stage for a potential massacre. Will Liam's courage save the day? Or will he find himself in the crosshairs, another name on a growing list of casualties? Luna's rampage, fueled by a fractured mind, leaves a trail of destruction that promises to scar the community, regardless of who survives her wrath. Welcome back to the edge of your seat world of the bold and the beautiful, where the events of July 9th have thrust our beloved characters into a vortex of violence and sorrow. From the terrifying gunshot at the beach house to the hospital's frantic battle for lives, and Bill's soul-crushing regret, this episode delivers a masterclass in drama that tests the limits of love, loyalty, and survival. As Finn and Lee confront the painful truth about Luna, and Liam risks everything for Steffi, we are left with haunting uncertainty: who will live, who will die, and how will this tragedy reshape the bonds between these families? Stay with us as we unravel the aftermath in the episodes ahead, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you predict for the survivors of Luna's deadly rampage? Let's keep this conversation alive.